Good morning and welcome to Let's Talk Real Estate, presented by the Cisneros Realty Group at Keller Williams, servicing the New Hampshire Lakes and White Mountains regions. Today's show is sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suazo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Time to join our host and Let's Talk Real Estate on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Corina, 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 I love you so.
And we are back, this time with Kris Kessler of Chimney Pro, and we are going to talk about chimneys. So we just had 2 segments on metal roofs, and now we're going to focus on chimneys. So thank you and welcome to our show, Kris.
It's a pleasure being here.
Okay. When does somebody know they have chimney issues?
When something's going wrong.
For example?
Chimney doesn't work. It doesn't draft. Or the big issue this year is water. My chimney's leaking.
Really?
Yes.
How do you prevent a chimney from leaking?
Well, you get a new metal roof put on first, and if it continues to leak, you get a chimney cap on or a new liner if that's necessary.
Why do chimneys need to be lined, by the way?
The liner or the flue is making sure all the exhaust gases from your appliance are taken out of the house safely.
So was there once upon a time where chimneys weren't lined?
Yeah, and those houses are still being occupied and being used in New Hampshire and New England, so we have to really understand how chimneys are constructed.
Okay. So there's this word, maybe you can explain what it is. Let me see if I pronounce it correctly. Creosote.
Creosote, yeah.
Oh, I did it okay?
Creosote is how it's spelled. We will call it creosote.
Creosote?
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about that.
Creosote is the byproduct of burning fuel. Particularly in New England, our concern is with wood fuel, burning wood stoves, wood fireplaces, wood boilers. You have combustible built up in your chimney in the form of creosote, which is flaky deposits that can catch fire if not cleaned out effectively.
Do pellet stoves create creosote too?
They can if they're not operating correctly, but pellet stoves are very efficient and they produce mostly just ash.
So let's say you have creosote buildup. How do you get rid of it? I mean, I picture in my mind a chimney sweeper, like a little boy with a broom, and they actually go inside. Is that just in Disney movies?
That's what everyone pictures of chimney sweeps, is the Dick Van Dyke as the as Bert, the chimney sweep in Victorian era England.
And by the way, did they do it back then like that?
Yes, and that's why we have safety regulations in the industry, because we actually found that there are certain cancers that chimney sweeps get. Prostate cancer is one of them. They found out that creosote, or the soot in chimneys that they were cleaning, is a carcinogen.
Oh no!
So it's detrimental to your health, the home air quality, and creosote produced by wood is flammable and can catch fire within the chimney, which the chimney is not meant to do.
So how do you get rid of that?
We use effective cleaning tools. The old tools, and again, the Mary Poppins was just a big floppy brush with soft bristles, not really effective for the creosote that clings to the walls. The industry has changed, and with the technology, we have special cleaning equipment that spins and is more like a weed whacker in the inside of your chimney. So we clean it either from the top or actually down from inside the house nowadays.
Okay. Chimney obstructions, what are the most common ones?
Again, creosote buildup is the big one. If you're burning an old, inefficient stove or not burning your stove correctly, the creosote will block it and the chimney will not draft. Other blockages can be bird or squirrel nests, which are very common.
So what happens when you get a crack in the flue?
If you know you have a crack, we want to verify that, document it, and then take the correct notes on what we need to do to replace that clay flue that has been cracked.
Okay, so educate me a bit. Brick chimneys are you put brick on the outside.
Correct.
And a flue is a clay structure inside the chimney.
A flue is most typically a clay structure. It's a fire clay. It can handle temperatures, and that is much like the muffler on your car. It's an exhaust system. It's supposed to get gases out.
Is that the same thing as a lined chimney.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yep.
a line chimney.
Yeah, because there are different materials that are appropriate for flue liners. Clay is the most common. It's what we find in houses that we come clean and inspect.
Okay, if I see I'm a realtor and I see tons of chimneys inside, outside. If there are so many cracks or the chimney needs repointing, you guys do that, right?
Yeah, we do full chimney repairs, restoration, and new construction of chimneys.
Okay. Do you have to be licensed in New Hampshire to do what you do?
Not at all. There is no requirement. There's not even a contracting license. Anybody with a pickup truck, a ladder, and a brush can call themselves a chimney sweep.
So how do you make sure you have a standard in your industry?
In our industry, we have a great source of education called the Chimney Safety Institute of America, and they actually hold the standards for the industry as far as being knowledgeable about chimney constructions, safe habits of burning wood, and safe practices in working.
Okay. Now the question that all the kids have been dying to know.
What's that?
Santa.
Santa.
What can you tell me about Santa and the chimney?
Well, that's proprietary secrets, but we definitely recommend that you get it cleaned and inspected before Santa comes in December.
I couldn't agree more with you. Okay, Chris, thank you.
No problem.
Thank
My
you so
pleasure.
much for coming on the show. Would you come back when we have some more chimney
Absolutely.
questions?
Try to pick another rainy day.
Okay. All right. We'll be right back with more Let's Talk Real Estate after this on 101.5 WEEI Sports Radio, Lakes Region.
Let's Talk Real Estate is presented by the Cisneros Realty Group and sponsored by Blue Water Mortgage, Summit Title, and Allstate Insurance, the Joe Suazo office in Derry, New Hampshire. Let's Talk Real Estate is a production of Modern Media LLC, CRG TV, and MR Strategic Alliance LLC, all rights reserved. Join us every Saturday morning at 8:30 and Let's Talk Real Estate with Corina Cisneros, Realtor, on WEEI 101.5 Sports Radio Lakes Region.